All right. Hello. Welcome to episode 10, right, Leslie? Aging backwards.
Woohoo! 10 months.
We just
Congratulations to
keep
us.
aging backwards. Well,
Exactly.
I am so excited because tonight we are talking about how important it is to have the right foundation, shade, and formula. So important, right?
Yes.
And when it's wrong, it can be really wrong. Sometimes it you can tell it's wrong, and then other times you can see that, like, right? You're looking at your skin, you're wrong, wearing the wrong shade. So tonight we're
Don't
gonna
you
give you
love
all the tips.
when you see somebody and you like see that line going on, or it just looks. I know my niece, I guess she won't watch this. She had some acne issues and like she just kept covering it up and it looks so much worse because she was putting the wrong, just caking stuff on.
She didn't know, right, how to have the right
So of
foundation.
course she doesn't listen to her yet.
When you're wearing the right foundation and the right formula, it makes all the difference. So, for those of you who haven't been to one of our Aging Backwards episodes yet, I'm Teresa and I live in upstate New York. And I have been using this product for, oh gosh, I every time I got to redo the math. So, 35 years. 35 years. How about you, Leslie?
My name is Leslie and I'm in Northern Virginia and I've been using it since I got out of college. Um, and that was a while ago. And it'll be 30 years in November that I've been a Mary Kay consultant.
I
Isn't that
mean,
crazy?
true definition of aging backwards right there.
Yes,
We are obsessed with this product, and that's why we do these episodes every single month. So let's jump into it. Okay. So
absolutely.
why does it matter? Why does your foundation shade? Why change? Why isn't it just like you have a shade, you always have that shade? Two reasons, right, Leslie? One is the seasons, right? As the
Absolutely.
seasons change, especially depending on how you live, what kind of foundation formula you need may change. So that's number one. The
Well,
second,
and can we back up a little bit? You want to talk about
yeah.
skincare.
Oh yeah. Do you want to start with that?
Yeah,
Step
because I think
one
that's
before
so
anything
important.
else. Yeah.
Yeah, and when I started my Mary Kay career, we were not allowed to sell skincare without foundation or foundation without skincare. It was so important. So I think we need to back up that yes, you need great skincare and it's going to make a difference.
Yeah.
And to think of foundation not as makeup, but as skincare.
Yes.
I can't tell you
Yes.
how many times people are like, oh, I don't wear makeup. I'm like, it's really not makeup. So, do you have
Mhm.
a good way to explain why we should wear foundation to people? Do you know the two car example?
Yeah. So, well, a couple of things I want to add to that, and then we'll talk about the car example. So, the thing I was going to say, there's this saying that says your makeup can never be a 10 if your skincare's not a 10. Okay. So you can't have perfect makeup if your skincare is not on point. And then, I've always saw a foundation because, again, as a customer way back when I first started using the product, I was always taught it is your protector. It is
Right.
part of your skincare routine. It's what keeps all the good stuff in and the bad stuff out. And go ahead with the car
Yeah,
explanation.
so this is how I always ask people because when I've met with customers, either in person or virtually, there's a line. There's I love foundation. I would not go out, not wear it. And lady, you're not making me put foundation on my face. And
Yeah.
and I can tell you the lady, you're not making me put foundation on my face. When I do, they 9 times out of the 10 have purchased it. And so you got to think foundation is protection. And I've used this example forever that imagine I gave you two brand new cars, one you parked in the garage and one you parked in the driveway. 10 years from now, which was looking better? The one in the garage. And
The
that's what
one in
foundation, it gives you that protective shield so everything else is not going in your skin. And it should look natural. It shouldn't look like you have makeup on. Did an event last year with one of my team members, and this woman walked up. She goes, "Can I ask you a personal question?" I'm like, "Sure." She's like, "Do you have foundation on?" I'm like, "Yeah." She goes, "Okay, I could never tell."
And that's what you want. You want it to
Exactly.
look completely natural. And I think nine times out of 10, if you're someone who says, I don't like wearing foundation, you probably have never had the right color or the right formula.
Exactly. My
Be
niece, my other niece that has used it, is very tactile, like has tactile issues. She was a kid
yeah,
when she was a kid, bumpy socks was a disaster, and so she doesn't like the feel of anything on her face. And she's like, "I could wear this. You don't feel it.
yeah.
You shouldn't."
So we are here to make sure you have the right shade, the right formula, and that you love it, okay? And that you're protecting your skin. So again, your formula is going to look different depending on the time of year we are, where you live, and the color might also look different based on summer versus winter. I know I definitely, my foundation gets darker in the summer than it does in the winter. And I always find myself this time of year being like, oh, I wish, but it's time to
I
change.
know.
This is
Yeah,
the
and
time.
I can go from 4 different foundation colors.
Wow.
Yeah, between winter and summer.
Okay. Well, that's crazy. I don't go for, but we do have a treat for you on this recording when you're watching the playback. In a little bit, we're going to pop up a QR code, and you're actually going to be able to scan that QR code while you're watching this video and find out what your perfect foundation match is. So, but before we do that, because that's going to do some of the work for you, but I do want to share with you, we want to talk a little bit about finding your undertone, because that is one thing I think people really struggle with. So you're either cool, warm, or neutral. Okay. So a couple things. If you are cool, your veins will probably look blue or purple. Okay. I don't know if you've ever seen this trick. If you're warm, your veins are going to look green. If that's not you, it's because you don't have green veins. If you're somewhere in between, you're like, I don't know, are they green? Are they blue? Are they purple? You're probably neutral. Okay. The other way to kind of know your undertone is if you easily burn, or you look great in silver jewelry, you are most likely cool undertone. Okay. If you have love gold jewelry, you look great in gold jewelry, you kind of have a yellow, peach, golden undertone, then you are warm undertone. But if you're mixed, pink, yellow, you're neutral. So Leslie, do you know what you are?
I am definitely neutral. I'm one of those girls that gets burns at first and turns tan, and that's kind of the way I've always taught people.
Yeah.
And I can wear silver. I wear silver more often, but I can wear gold.
I am neutral as well. So I'm neutral as well. And then we have different formulas. But Leslie, should we pull up the QR code first
Sure.
and share that with them so that they can see what's coming here? There. Oh, that's not it. That's a surprise. Don't look at that one. Okay. There we go. This is the perfect foundation match. Can you see that, Leslie? Nice and
Yep.
big. Okay. So if you scan this QR code, it is going to take you to the Mary Kay Foundation Shade Finder. So go ahead, scan that QR code. I'm going to leave that up for just a second, and then I'm going to walk you through what the Shade Finder does and how it works for you. Okay, so here it is. That's where that link is going to take you. It's going to take you right here to the little quiz we're going to take. It's very quick. So are you light ivory, lightest beige, light beige, darker beige, light bronze, bronze, deep bronze? You just want to pick the one that's closest to you. So I always go with I'm ivory. And then it's going to ask a series of questions: matte and shine free or luminous and glowing. And here's a tip for formula. This is all about formula. If you have oily skin, you want to pick matte or shine free, most likely. If you have older seasoned skin, dry skin, you want to pick luminous and glowing. Okay, so I'm going to pick the luminous and glowing. And then how does your skin respond to time in the sun? I burn or turn red easily, and or my skin tone stays mostly the same all year. Sometimes I burn, but my skin tone deepens afterwards, or I rarely burn and or my skin tone deepens throughout the summer. So I am definitely the sometimes I burn, but my skin tone deepens afterward. So I'm going to go next. And what is my number one must-have foundation benefit? So this is really important to help you figure out which formula of foundation you're gonna like. So weightless, comfortable feeling on my skin, all day long wear that won't disappear in heat or humidity. I'm gonna go with skin loving, age defying ingredients. It's gonna say find my match. You can see it gives me two different choices. Couple things here. First of all, if you're a customer, you could say to your consultant, I'm one of these two shades. This is where having the 100% satisfaction guarantee that Mary Kay offers is so important because let's just say I'm going to say I want the Ivory N160, which is my color. It's going to tell me what foundation shade, what color, what formula, tells me a little bit about the product, and then it shares with you even what brushes to use. And it's perfect. Okay. So let's say you order that shade from your consultant, right? Because that's the one you think you are, and maybe it's off. Well, the 100% satisfaction guarantee allows your consultant to just replace it for you. We might have to tweak your quiz a little bit. I'm telling you, I've been using that foundation quiz for a long time with almost 100% accuracy.
Yeah, it works.
How about you, Leslie? What else would you share about the quiz?
I think you pretty much covered it. It's very easy. And
It's
again,
very easy. Yeah.
everything's guaranteed. It's not the right color. And also when you try it first, test it across your cheek. Everybody forever goes here. And I'm like, no, your hand is not the same color as your face. And actually I had a friend of mine who was in med school and she argued with me, like fought with me, like you do it on your hand. I'm like, you're going to med school. I know skincare.
Yes.
Do it on your face, test it. And also our foundations are good foundation is formulated to change colors when it warms up to your skin.
Yeah.
And especially if you have oilier skin. So you put it on and let it sit there for 30 seconds a minute and it will disappear.
Right.
So at first it might not look good. And if you want to just go back to the skincare, if you want to be completely convinced what a difference skincare makes, this is what we used to do, is do skincare on one hand, do your cleanser, a moisturizer, and then the other hand do nothing. And then put foundation on one hand with skincare and it on the other hand, and you see it, you see
You're
fine
gonna see,
lines,
you
you
see it.
looks
Yep.
yucky.
It
So,
shows every wrinkle and every perfection on your skin. So if you're putting foundation over skin that you have not cleansed and moisturized, you're in trouble. Okay, so really quick, as we wrap up, I'm gonna walk you through like the must-haves. Okay, so this is our must-have flawless face bundle. The first thing that comes in it is our foundation primer. If you are not using a foundation primer, you are missing out on one of the best creations. Okay, so this has an extra layer of SPF 15 in it, but what foundation primer is it is clear and you rub it all over your skin. And when you put your foundation over top of this, first of all, it's going to help it stay on all day. It's going to last forever. It goes on different. If I go to put on my foundation and I have forgotten to put on my primer,
can feel
Leslie, I can feel it. I stop immediately. I'm like,
Yeah.
nope, something's not right.
Yeah.
So you got to have the primer. Foundation primer is
And you
best
use
friend.
less foundation and it obviously lasts longer.
Yep. Okay, so we have 3 formulas of foundation, and we want to talk to you about these 3. Okay, so this is our cream to powder foundation. This is our Time Wise anti-aging foundation, and this is our CC cream. All have a great purpose. All are wonderful. It just depends on your personal preference. So, which one do you want to talk about first, Leslie?
Let's talk about CC cream.
Okay, CC cream. Complexion corrector. Who is this for?
This is for the girl that wants quick and easy. Doesn't care. I mean, it's only has 5 shades, so it's not as true toned as a regular foundation. My mom did share with me, and they shared on today's show, that it's a good match for someone with more mature skin because it doesn't sit in the lines. Not that ours does. But it is just that quick, easy, lightweight product.
This is my go-to foundation all summer long. When I have a tan, I don't need a full coverage foundation. I use CC cream all year long. I also love CC cream as if you are really, let's say you have a special occasion or you really want your makeup to look incredible. One little tip is you can layer CC cream and then the full coverage foundation, or CC cream and the cream to powder. You can layer these and it's
I don't
amazing.
think I knew that.
You didn't know you could do that?
Huh?
Oh, wait till you do it. Wait till you do it. I have it layered on today. I love layering it for really special occasions. Okay. And then we have our Time Wise anti-aging foundation. So yes, skincare included in your foundation. This comes in matte or luminous. So again, the matte formula is perfect for you if you have oily skin, if you live in a really hot climate. If you are more seasoned, like Leslie and I, you want to do the luminous / dewy formula. It just does much better on seasoned skin and dry skin.
Well, I've always used matte, so I might need to try luminous.
Oh my goodness, Leslie. Are you still oily?
Sometimes.
Oh, well, maybe try it though. See,
Yeah.
this is what's fun, you guys. It never gets old. We love experimenting. But yeah, if you're oily, you might, do you like that dewy look? The
Not really.
glowy dewy look? Yeah.
So, but I'll try it. I do
See if
have
it makes
one.
you look younger, Leslie.
I
You,
do have one somewhere that I use. Somebody taught me this trick to use an ivory color with a brush as an under eye.
is it
Concealer.
like an under eye corrector?
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
Good
next
option.
level. That's next level aging
Yeah.
backwards. And then cream to powder. Okay, so cream to powder. This is, I think, one of those products that a lot of people don't know how amazing it is. Couple things with cream to powder. I will say women with seasoned skin love this, and they do recommend as you age using a cream to powder foundation is really awesome. It's actually what I have on right now. I have on my CC cream with my cream to powder. Couple things about this though. You absolutely must be someone who exfoliates your skin regularly. Okay. You do not want to put this on dead skin. None of the foundations you want to do that with, but this is a little bit less forgiving on skin that's not been exfoliated. And if you've been on one of our previous aging backwards episodes, you know I am a big fan of dermablading. So if you have facial hair, you are not going to be a candidate for the cream to powder foundation. Really, any kind of facial hair is aging you. Google dermaplane, and I highly recommend you treat yourself. Leslie still needs to come to my house to get a dermaplane. She doesn't really have to leave home, but anyway, there are tools you can buy online now. I am not one to recommend those. That's not my professional expertise. But I will say if you get a professional dermaplane, they're not expensive. It is so beneficial to your skin and you will notice a huge difference in your foundation. So
Can I
those are
give
the
another
three
tip
formula.
for
Yeah.
cream powder?
Yeah.
Somebody taught me this is as we get older and our brows aren't as prevalent, that you can put a little of this here where you don't necessarily have hairs and the pencil adheres better.
We're so full of tricks. You guys, this is what happens when you've been around as long as we have. You acquire tips and tricks.
Yes.
And then you need, I know, don't judge my brushes, but they're actually fairly clean right now. I clean my brushes on Sundays. So 3 applicators to choose from. We have a liquid foundation applicator. This is great for the CC cream or the Time Wise foundation. We also have the sponge one. This is great for cream to powder and it's great for blending any of our foundations, okay? And then some people really love using the sponge. You wet this, you want it to be damp, and you can use this for blending. Do you have a preference of which one you love to use, Leslie?
I use a blending brush.
Use this.
That's
Yeah. And I will say it's another tip. Like if your makeup, you're starting to look at your makeup and you're like, my foundation's not looking great. Check your brushes, friends. Are they clean? Are your brushes clean? Because if they're not, you need to clean your brushes.
Yes.
All right. What else? Anything else, Leslie? Any tips on finding their perfect match?
I think we covered it all.
Okay.
You know, and get in touch with your consultant if you're watching this as a customer. And if you're a consultant and you don't feel like you're confident in your foundation, let us help you. We can help you figure out the color and you will notice a huge difference. Now I'm feeling like, all right, it's 7:00 at night. We're recording this and I feel like I need to go play with foundation now. But
Maybe tomorrow
I'll
morning.
treat myself to some exfoliating and then play around with foundations tomorrow.
Yes. And that's a whole nother, you can go back to any of our previous episodes. We've talked about skincare. We've talked about our boosters. We've talked about exfoliating. We talked about all of them. So definitely check where all the other Aging Backwards episodes are linked, but before we go, we do have a special for you. So let me pull that up and show you all this. Okay, so the code word for tonight's Zoom is flawless. Flawless. When you share that little code word with your consultant, you get access to this special deal. So the Flawless Base Bundle includes your foundation primer, plus a foundation of your choice, and then you get a free applicator of your choice. So a little gift from your consultant to you. Plus, don't forget, anytime you spend $50, you get to take advantage of those half off special deals. So make sure you ask your consultant to share this month's half off specials with you. And until next episode,
Next month.
stay aging backwards.
Yay.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Thanks for watching.